Hi there, I'm Jenny. If we haven't met before, it is great to have you here. I have full yoga classes in my YouTube channel, but what I've done is just started breaking each posture down because I use the same skeletal system in all the classes. And sometimes when we're in class, we're kind of moving a little fast and we tend to not hear it all when we're in a full class. But in these little mini bite-sized pieces, you can really start to master the practice. Now, I teach in a certain way. There's a million ways for you to do these postures. I'm just simply going to lead you through the way you're going to do them in my classes. So, I want to talk to you about backbending. It's fun, it's also scary. Sometimes we have a little holy shit moment in backbends. And so I want to teach you how to not let that happen. In every class we do, you start with backbends in my class to start to open you up, which is so amazing because you spend most of your day like this, looking at your phone, over a computer, whatever it may be. And so how healthy is it for you to start to move in the other direction, right? So here's what we do in my class. The first one is your feet are hips width distance. Your hands are usually at your heart center. I want the weight in your heels at all times. Squeeze your butt and actively start to push your hips forward. The minute you start to do that, you're going to feel yourself kind of crunching in your lower back, which we don't want. So what I want you to do is visualize a giant beach ball that's behind you, and your job is to go up and over that beach ball. So as you start to push your hips forward, you simultaneously lift the chest up. And I always visualize like if I had a string right at the center of my chest, and it was hung from the ceiling and I was being pulled up. That's always the visual I have. And so you start to go back. Now, if you can either look at the ceiling or if you can let your neck drop all the way back like a little bowling ball, let it go heavy, okay? Do what your neck is telling you. If that's uncomfortable, then just look at the ceiling. But most important, you actively push your hips forward. You continuously shift back into the heels because every time you push your hips forward, see how I kind of lean forward? So you actively shift back. It should always feel like you were about to fall backwards. And then you lift that chest. And so that becomes your mantra. Hips forward, chest up. Hips forward, chest up. Hips forward, chest up. So that you learn to not just be in your lower back, but to get into the mid and the upper back, which is way harder to reach. In my classes, you're doing this with your feet open like I just showed you. And then the second set you do with your feet all the way glued together like your two legs are one unit and your arms above your head with a pistol grip. And the only real big difference here, there's two. One, it's harder. The other one is when you start to bring your arms back by your ears, it's a great way for you to start to open the chest as well. So you'll try them both when you take my classes, but the rest of it is completely the same. The hips are forward, the chest is up. Another thing that's helped me a lot in backbending, and hopefully this will help you, is to not focus on the back of your body, but of the front of your body. And what is it that you're trying to do? You're trying to open the front of the body. So if you think from my chin, straight line all the way down the center of my body, straight down my legs, I want as much space as I can possibly create. You're going to end up in the right shape. Okay? So a little tip, see if it works for you. I hope to see you in class. I hope this inspired you to get on your mat and take a class with me, and I'll see you over there.